Hello and thanks for joining me this afternoon as we create a cute little card. As you know, I don't like to do the same card, to make the same card twice. If I can help it, I'll have to be getting over that because I'm thinking I might join the swap group for on stage, and I'll have to make 16 of the one card. Anyway, I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, Australia. So I'm going to use, as you probably saw, the Friendly Seagulls. I love this set and I was never getting it, but I love it. Hello Diane, how are you? Okay, so this is for my make and takes for next weekend, not this weekend, but next, we are going, I've never actually done this before, but I don't think we've ever used the celebration sets. What's that? It's my name coming off my board. For the make and takes, but this time I am, because why not? So we're using one of the cards is not. It's with the toadstools. The other two are. We might even do 4. How about that? I was just going through some games. We're not going to play a lot of games this time. Did I say who I was? I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So, yeah, so we are going to be playing a couple of games, a couple of really quick ones. So for this card, the first thing I need to do is I'm going to stamp the seagulls, or one of them, because I've already stamped them and cut them out to save time. Is that okay for you to see, Di? People were saying last week that they couldn't see. So maybe that's the wrong one to do. I always like to stamp have a practice stamp first. Stamp my seagull. That'll just fit on there, I think. That's so cute. And look what I just did. I've got a baby wipe. I don't want to put black everywhere. Oh, what a love-hate relationship with Memento. You need it, but it drives me insane. It's so messy. Like you get black everywhere, or I do. So we're using our pencils to colour, and I know Di knows what a blender pen is, and I've asked the girls to bring a blender pen, and it's this one here. I'll show you how it works in a minute. I've seen a few demonstrators call these things blenders. They are not. They are stamping blends. So I think, well, I wish they wouldn't do that because it just confuses people. So I'm using my pumpkin pie just for the beak and the feet. You can see, good-o. Thanks, Di. Looks like it's just you and me today. And then we're just going to do this little bit of his wing. And this is our blender pen. We're just going to do that. Wipe it off. It's got some sort of liquid in it that just kind of spreads the ink and just evens it out. We could use our blends, but anything this small is great to use with your pencils and your blends and your blender pen. So then we fussy cut it out. Now a tip for you, I won't be doing that this afternoon, but you might think, and I haven't, you can see I haven't gone up into the legs, but if you wanted to stamp it, depending on what you wanted to stamp it on, the seagull, you could stamp it if it was on a plain piece of paper, like with no bumps in it. You could stamp it and then cut around here, cut off his legs, and then put your cutout piece on top of the legs. It wouldn't really work with my card today, so that's why I haven't done that. So now I have got, I was actually just going to, I'll show you the card that I've created, and I'm going to get you to decide whether we go different or whether we go the same. These are the Arches dies, and I've cut, show you which ones I use in case you want to do something like this. These are in the online exclusives, they're not in any catalogue. We have so many products, which is lovely, but it gets a bit confusing. So I think I used the, no, not the second one down, it must be the third one down. See whether I did or not. I think I did. Where are we? And they've got stitching on them too, which is great. Yeah, pretty sure it was that one. And then I didn't go the next one. This one I went the next one down. I went the next two down. Because if I'd have gone this one, I wouldn't have had, can you see that? I would not have had a, or would have only had a skinny border, and I wanted a bigger border. So, but I used that one for this one, so that gives me a little bit of room to adhere my arched piece on there. Can you see that? Okay. So with that one I used, where are we? It was this one. So I used this one, which is what so that's the second one, and that's the second one, that's the third, it's the fourth one down. You'd work it out anyway. If you got this set, you would surely work it out, I'm sure. If in doubt, give us a hoy, but I'm pretty sure you'll. So this was what I was planning to do, and I haven't, that's as far as I got, and I thought, I think I like that. That's the other side of this piece of paper, but I'll show you the one that I created, and I used the, I can never think of the name of that. Full of Life paper down the edge, and I've used the blue and white paper, but I thought for something different I might use that. What do we think? There's just die here. No, there's Sharon as well. So what's your opinion? Can you see both? I mean, I haven't done that one yet. I'm going to have to cut out another arch, and I haven't cut my base yet because I thought I'll wait till it's almost assembled. So you would have that on, where did my white piece go? I had a white, oh here. We would have that on there. So get your thinking caps on, girls. We would have that on there like that. And we would have a piece of this going down the side. And then we've got our little circle, we'd cut that off. So a little circle would go there, and then our seagulls would go there. And I'd have to, we'll choose a piece of paper to go across there. What do we think? We'll go the alternative or do the same? Let me know. I think I'm keen to go the alternative. She says getting her trimmer out. I'm ready to cut. I don't know how big a lag there is. I could do the sentiment while I'm waiting for you to tell me. I'm just going to clean this off. I can stamp the sentiment. And I can stamp the birds as well, because that's going to be the same. I meant to fill my water bottle because everything's dried out. It's been, the weather's been a little bit crazy, but we're in for a bit of heat the next week. This is our last nice day, I think. just refresh that because I'm not seeing any comments. I'm going to actually stamp the... I'm going to pop that away. Not seeing any more comments. Have you gone to sleep on me, or are you letting me work it out myself, or what? Now, I was going to stamp the sentiment, wasn't I? Which I think we'll just put "Hey friend." If we put it down on our grid paper, pick it up with our block, we hopefully get it straight. Hopefully. Oh, I don't know if that bit of paper's straight actually. No, that's crooked. A bit of scrap, or get another bit. I'll cheat. Hopefully that'll fit on there. And then it's kind of cheating because then I don't have to cut it thin, do I? How big have I got that one? About like that. So we've got our "Hey friend." While I've got that out, I might do my seagulls. This is just it's a bit grotty on the other side. Love this because it's got the, as I told you last week, it's got birds, it's got some pebbles. It's great. Now, I didn't leave out a block for you, did I? Cleaned all my blocks. I've been a good girl. Cleaning up. Just got to make sure I do the birds. So which one am I going to do then, Sharon? Just make sure they're flying the right way. Can we see? Can't see what I'm stamping, can you? I need to push it up here. We'll pop the birds up here. Actually, before I do that, I think I will just do a bit of... I've done the blue sponging down the bottom there. I don't know why I did that. I could be a bit more adventurous today and do it down the bottom and up the top. No, maybe that's our dirt there. But I think I might want the... I'm just grabbing a brush that's already got some blue on it. So if we put our paper across, well, it's going to look like it's the earth, the sand, or I suppose it's the sand because it's the beach, isn't it? Well, who knows if it's the beach or not. Okay, so we'll put our birds up there. I think we just want one of them. Don't think we want to go too crazy. No one's telling me what to do. I think I'm just going to continue with this one then. Okay. Now I've got to remember how I did this. What did I do next? Well, first I've got to cut a piece of this. Did I go centimetres or did I go... It must have gone inches because it's 1.5 inches. We'll cut that. Got to go this way. And we'll go 14.4 that way. Put it in the scrap bin. And we can also trim our sentiment down. I do have trouble seeing where that's going to land. about there. It's going to be about there, and it's going to be right, isn't it? And then we'll go maybe a bit shorter. Yeah, maybe a bit shorter there. About that. You could do this with your paper snips, but I'm not good at cutting straight. I'm pretty hopeless. And with this great little trimmer, you don't need to be good. You can just use your handy dandy trimmer. I think we've... Oh, no worries. It was whether we wanted to do this design or the previous one, Sharon. So I've already cut this now, so I'm committed. So let's grab my silicone mat. I'll give you a few hints about some of the game questions. I'm grabbing my silicone mat, okay? I use this almost every time, and there we go, we've run out of seal. But we've got a new one here, so yeah, now I've left a border around that. I use this almost every time I make a card. I just love my silicone mat, and I love my trimmer. And that looks a bit crooked. Surely it's not. No, it's right. It's right, I'm just being too fussy. Oh, I cut that down, did I? Well, this one's not going to be cut down. It's going to just have a little bit of a border there, I think. It's going to be different. Why not? And I've got to stick, I think I've got to stick this down here. I'm just going to measure that kind of on here. I kind of want it good. When you've made a card, you can cheat. You can, from this piece here, it's 3 centimetres. So from that piece there, it doesn't have to be exact. I'm just being, I don't want to put pencil on there, but you can see now. Where is it? So it's on up. I don't know whether this is going to work. Might have my birds in the wrong spot, have I? Let me look at that. I'll put it with a circle. You can turn it, but I just don't want my birds to be flying sideways or anything. Yeah, I think we'll commit to that. I think that's going to be okay. Probably if you were worried, you could use liquid glue, but I'm a fan of seal when it's working for me. And I really probably didn't need to measure. I can just, I think that's what I did with the first one. I think I just eyeballed it. Go up as far as I can. I can probably, let me see that. I could probably, yeah, I can probably scooch it up a little bit because we're going to cover the bottom with something, with some, and I can probably scooch it over here a little bit too. Just make sure my birds are straight. And then I'll chop this edge off. And this time I think I'll use my glue, multi-purpose glue. I'm just looking, make sure I'm not doing anything wrong and you're not going to come out. I haven't used you for a while, so you don't want to come out. I've got one that's going to come out. What about this one? It's got a snotty nose. You know what we mean by that? Got got like a lump of dried up glue on it. Just put a little tiny bit. Should have my glue gun out. I was trying to use up the glue that I opened to put in there though. Now I think we can probably, no, I'm not going to put that on there yet, on the card yet, because I want my paper over the top, and I might want to cut that to the same measurement. And I realise I'm going to have that showing a bit, but as I said, that's fine, because we're going to cover it up with some ground paper. We've just got to decide what we're going to use. We don't want the same as that. Do we want something different? We don't really want blue. Let's see what we've got in this pack. I think I probably want to use the same pack. I don't want a blue for the ground. What have I got here? I don't think I want pink. Maybe we could have this. That might bark at a bit though. Might have to be pink. What do we reckon if we have got pumpkin pie on our seagulls, if we used a piece of that for our ground? What do you think? You still there, Sharon? It's very bright, but I don't mind that. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Too bright? Too much? Too much, that one? Or what else has she got? Find some little pieces of what I've got. We have that one. We could have that. That's quite pretty too. Just giving you some options. That's the same paper. We don't want that. We don't want blue. Don't want blue because we've got the blue sky. There's another pinky one. It's a stripy pinky one, or we could use a purpley pinky one. What are we thinking? Be okay? I've given you probably too many options now, haven't I? I'll let you think about that for a second. I think any of those are going to work. Can't really tell whether I've got ink on there or that's the paper. I'm not too sure. I'd have to get the paper out and see. I'm not minding that, but it is rather in your face. Thinking maybe that. Which is the same as that, so I probably should use a smaller piece. That kind of looks like sand, doesn't it? We'll go with that. It looks good. Thanks, Di. Just put my bits away. And this is I didn't tell you what that was, did I? Everyday Skies paper. Which is, I haven't used it with the aeroplane set, but I should. I've done so many samples with not all new and old, because you can mix your new with your old, of course, can't you? Now we want this to be the same width as this, otherwise we're going to have to trim it. This will probably be in inches because it comes from Stampin' Up, 3 1/4, and we want it to be, we'll do about 1 inch, and then we've got a little bit to play with. Who likes tearing when you're making cards? I say 3 1/4 inches, did I? 3 1/4, I think that's what I said. where are we? 3 1/4. And we're going to use, I don't think it matters which end of that we use. And we'll go about 1 inch. So we've got a bit of playroom. It's got a bit of blue there, but that probably won't. That'll probably be all the better because it could be the water, couldn't it? Because they're seagulls. I might not have done that. Yeah, so I might not have done that deep enough, I was thinking, but so the blue is gonna, if I do this, no, I want that. So if I do this, get in the camera, sorry guys, I do this, don't I? I'm underneath it, so you should be able to see, but I can't see. Yeah, where's, I don't want to have to chase the camera around. Maybe I'll point it towards me a little bit. Yeah, I'm in my camera now on my iPad. No, too late. You're too slow. Di said it was good. I've got the water in the wrong spot. Oh no, the waves are washing out, aren't they? So we'll say that they are anyway. Where's that glue? I think I like this. Come on. What is wrong with the glue today? This has gone all watery. We'll see if it sticks. It's not coming out white. There we go. Didn't squeeze it hard enough. So we're going to put that across here. And then my little seagull. Actually, we might put this on the card now. We can probably pop both of those up, because we can. Where's my big dimensionals? We might use some of these edges. Don't throw your edges away, use them up. Sticking to my fingers. What have you been up to, Di? You live so far away, we never see each other, do we? I have to come round for a cuppa one day, won't you? It's your turn, I think, isn't it? Or is it my turn? Who cares whose turn it is? Oh. Yeah, I haven't seen you since I walked. Yeah, it's your turn, because I walked around before Christmas to give you a catalogue, didn't I? I did, and your Christmas card. That's right. Now, that goes about, make sure I've got it straight. So I'll put it over there, push it right up, because I'm not seeing what I'm doing here, and I've gone a bit crooked with my DSP, but we're not gonna, don't tell anybody. If they don't look too close, they won't know. I've got to go over to the side a little bit. Now, where's my other bird? He's trying to get away on me. He's trying to fly away. think we could put a big dimensional on his belly. And is this a new one? New pack. Oh, yeah. Oh no, it's not. I've been using it. Okay, we'll see if one of these little guys will excuse me. Oh, will fit there, and I think from memory, I think it did. And I need to be here so you can see what I'm doing, and you can't see against that because it's white on white. So if I pop that there, I'm too lazy to change the ends on the Take Your Pick, otherwise I'd be using the Take Your Pick. Oh, you don't like tearing? Oh, okay. I thought you were saying no to the paper. That's okay then. Yeah, Rhonda doesn't like tearing either. We're not tearing at the next card day. We're not. I don't think we are, no. They're pretty simple cards, so you'll get through them pretty easily. Same again, we can have a big one on his belly, and I keep putting it there and you can't see it. We can have a big one on his belly. Easier if you pick these up with these, really it is. Especially when I've got the sticky on, and I didn't quite get that right. Hopefully that's right now. Just went jab and in the wrong spot. Might be enough. We might put. Can you have too many dimensionals? Is there such a thing? There we go. And I also didn't choose. Do you know this paper doesn't say, unless there's mistakes in the description, it does not say that it's got Blackberry Bliss in it, but I'm sure that it does. He can go about there. So as I was saying, I didn't cut my base because you're going to help me decide what base. Now you can't tell me that that's not Blackberry Bliss. I'm sure it is, but I just did feel it may have been too strong. So you don't know if you get your card made sometimes. I don't think that's a base piece. No, it's not. Do we think, you've got more decisions, girls, do we think Blackberry? Or do we think Melon Mambo? And these aren't card-based sizes because they were the pieces left over when I made your cute little boxes yesterday. We can do Melon Mambo. Again, I'm probably giving you too many choices. Or we can do Blueberry Bushel. That's not a card base either. Actually, that's a hard choice. No, I don't like Blueberry Bushel. It tones it down too much. It's going to be Melon Mambo or Blackberry Bliss. I'm telling you, know what my favourite colour is, don't you? That's another question. See, these girls that don't watch me, they won't know the answers to the questions. We can go Melon Mambo or we can go Blackberry Bliss. I know what I want to do. So I'm just going to cut it. If you say something different, I'll have to cut another one, won't I? Get a base. And I will show you what I do when I'm cutting bases. Why have I got that there? Did I took my Blackberry out of my cover. Silly woman. Blackberry Bliss? No! No! I will cut both. What do you think, Di? You on my side? Let's hail her down. Is anyone else there? Come on, stick up for me. I want melon mambo. Not blackberry bliss. Yeah, melon mambo. Thanks, Di. Not asking anyone else. Well, they can chip in if they're there. Don't know if there's anyone there. Put my scissors back there. Gotta have, you must be like me, Di. I love bright. I'm not real keen on dull colours. So this is how I cut my bases, girls. Probably never showed you this. So I did show Marie when she came to my beginner class how to do this. I thought I'll start from scratch and show her exactly what we do. So I've got that in at 10.5. This is for a standard, one of my standard cards, and my scoring blade is getting a little bit dull, so I'm giving that a good score down there. And then I'm going over to 14.9 and I'm cutting it, and that gives me 2 bases. One to use now and one to use next time. But you wouldn't want to go cutting all of your cards, the whole pack up, I wouldn't think, because sometimes the cards that we make are not standard sizes. So if you had it all scored and cut and you were running out, you'd be without your product, wouldn't you? Not going to pop this up because we've popped up our arch and we've popped up our seagulls, our cuteness, our cute little seagulls. Just gonna, yep, that's pretty good. Now we can do some seagulls in the inside and the envelope. We'll just grab one out, and we've got to find some bling, don't we? I don't always put bling on, but I do want some on here. Now, do I want, I'm just going to put birds. Maybe we'll do, don't even know what blue this is, but it'll do. That's for our envelope. If you sponge first, see, not good sponging on your envelopes because that's the join you can see coming through. Anyway, I've got 2 bases, 2 white pieces there. So this one we'll do the same. Just make it the sky. We won't worry about doing sand for the inside one. We might put some birds just up the top. That's probably azure actually. So then if you're wondering what this is, this was a mat that we had when we had our Stamparatus, and I like it. I mean, I find, don't know about you, Sharon, but I find when I'm inking up on the glass mat, my ink pad jumps and it doesn't ink up properly. That's just me though. And we could also colour these in. Maybe we'll put the one with the chips on in the middle. We just did them. I actually used, I think it's called, what is it called? It's a retired colour. Oh no, it isn't. It's crushed curry. Yeah. These, see that, like that is what I mean. These pencils might be retired. That might be what I was thinking. So I put him there. Yeah, and I'm not going to colour him in because I've done the blue now. And I've gone and made a mark on there, but never mind. Nearly got my envelope in that dreaded memento, but I didn't. Now we've got to choose. I didn't go through them. What have I got on there? Those ones would be perfect, but I'm not sure where they are. Just find them. Should be in my box of new tricks, new stuff. Yeah, because they've not only got blue, they've got a lot of like a pinky colour. And these ones are called two-tone sparkle gems. And these ones I might put up in the sky, seeing we've got a pinky sort of a sky. Pinky purpley. Oh, we haven't put our greeting on either. Oh, we've got to do that. Where did I put it? Did you guys see where I put it? Heck. After being so smart and cutting it out of that, what did she do with it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Don't panic. I found it. Sounds like Susan Campfield, don't I? She's always losing stuff. So I'll put that here so you can see what I'm doing. Is that going to be too big? If I put it that way, it's not. And another one here. Oops. And we'll pop that there. And why I wanted to put this on before I did the gems is because sometimes I'll put the gems on and think, oh no, I've forgotten to put, oh, I've lost it. Here it is. I don't know if you'll see it on the blue. Oh yeah, you do. Don't think I wanted it right in the middle. How many sizes have we got? It's like there's just 2, I think. Although with my eyes, who knows? And yeah, maybe one of there on the pink. Fiddle with that after. Okay. I'll just pull those out so you can see. Oops. So what do we think? Which one do you like? That's bugging me, that paper's crooked. But shoot, don't tell anyone. Hi Shari, how are you? What do we think of these cards? Which one would you prefer to make if you were making this card? Oops, you can't see that one. Where is my camera going? I've moved, but my camera hasn't, Facebook hasn't caught up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Catch up. Might have to go over a bit further. Jeez. There we go. Can't see. Hopefully that's better, Shari. Can see it on my laptop. Is that good or not? Go over a little bit more with that one. It's weird how you think the camera's somewhere and it's not. You like the one on the left. Yeah, that's probably my favourite too, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different so you know how to create that one. This paper is from the, would somebody tell me the name? I can never remember it. Full of Life. That's from the Full of Life paper, and this one's from Everyday Skies paper. You like this one, Di? And hi Susan, how are you? You like the one on the left. It was Susan, not see, my eyes are really bad. You like the one on the left, Susan. And so does Shari. Okay. Di likes this one. And Sharon hasn't answered us. Okay. Have you guys got this little cute set? Okay. Do you have the seagulls? Anyone have the seagulls? And do you love them or do you not fancy them? I think they're really cute. Yeah, the arches are great, aren't they, Shari? Yep, I've used them a fair bit. So, used them last week for my little cute card. I just about broke the internet with my little bee card. I think you guys saw that. So, yeah, that was interesting. Had almost 700 views on Pinterest. So, not Pinterest. Why do I keep saying Pinterest? On YouTube. So, yeah, that was good. Okay, I forgot to put the middle in, didn't I? I'm doing that now, if you're wondering what I'm doing. So, I shall see you next week. Next week's going to be quick, but I'm sure you're going to be very interested in what I'm going to do because it's a little bit different. Something I saw on Pinterest, and it's no one from Stamping Up. I've not ever seen it before. So I might have to investigate if there's other ways to do it before next week. So next week's going to be busy for me because it's our big day. I've got 10 people coming. Can you believe that, girls? 10 people are coming to my... I'm not calling it a launch because I usually have... I think I've said this before. I usually have a mini catalogue launch, but because I'm not using many products from the mini, I'm using a few but not many. Most of the papers, but not a lot of the sets. A lot of my sets are the online exclusives, which are... you girls probably know anyway. Trying to find... Well, the one I used last week, and you guys were all here, Meant to Be. So we've got Elements of Text. This one here. Is that heart shape? No. Everyday You and Me. And Everyday Arches. I'm just getting these out to show you. Oh, that one's not. That one is. Mixed Labels, Cake Celebrations, Pretty Petals. What's that one? That's a... Sorry, I'm not gone. I'm just looking through these. So I've got my ones I've been working with, my sets I've been working with, and just to explain, all of these are online exclusives. Pretty Petals, Cake Celebrations, Mixed Labels, Mixed Florals, Everyday You and Me, Everyday Arches, Grow with Love, and Elements of Text. And compared to that, I think out of the mini, I think I've just got one of the ones that goes, I've got both punches. I didn't get the set that goes with the actual punch. I got the other set because I didn't think I'd use the sentiments in that one. Oh, and I've also got Meant to Be, which is online, which you saw last week. So that's why I'm not calling it a new catalogue, mini catalogue launch. I'm calling it a crafternoon, and we're going to use all sorts of products, the new with the old. So it's going to be fun. Can't wait. So anyway, I'll see you next Thursday afternoon for another cute card or two. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.